Good afternoon, everybody. It's turning out to be a pretty nice day in Sevierville, Tennessee during the 2020 COVID-19 scamdemic. Don't know your thoughts on that, but whatever. Just an update on this koi pond. The Preformed Koi Pond. I put it in started it in February of 2013. It's not running right now. I was just cleaning the filter. So it is kind of like having an aquarium. I'm always having to clean it because it's small and there's no really runoff in addition of new water except for when it rains really heavy. It collects a lot of debris. Partially my fault because it's under this huge cedar tree. I mean, it's massive. And I put up these, since the last video where I was talking about all the retaining wall, I put up these really nice crepe myrtles. They have been here quite a few years, but you know, they're just now blooming this year, but all these little seeds fall off every year. So after some good wind, which we get a ton of wind around here, or good rain, all of that stuff falls into the pond. So I just did that. I just cleaned my little filter, and it's the same filter. I put a little rock on it because it doesn't stay down very well, but I've not had any problems, honestly. I've bought a couple of backup of the little pads here, the little sponges, just to have on hand, because after about 5 years they do look pretty worn. You wash them, smack them around and all that good stuff. So I just set it kind of level, and I set this brick on top of it just to keep it from getting knocked over, because things get knocked over. Kind of keeps it in place better. I find the spot where I want it. I don't change the fountain too much. I always just leave this on with a little bit of extra. I don't put it too tight because it just splashes water everywhere otherwise. I like my little pond. Additionally, you can see I've changed a few things around here. Basically, the lizard tail, the strawberry grass, there's actually only a little bit of strawberry grass. This fan palm just came from my palm up here. Have a needle palm and a fan palm. They blow seeds everywhere. They start anywhere they want. This one started, and looks pretty good. I'm not quite sure how intrusive it'll get right there, but it'll hold the dirt in place, so I'm happy with that. But that lizard tail is crazy. It's just a battle to keep it out of all this area. Same thing with the reed grass. I've had it even up inside of the top wall. It grows through everything. It grows through this rock here. I'm just constantly pulling it. I mean, so it's kind of a chore, but I think it looks good the way it is. So I have a few goldfish, some koi, all my pinhead minnows. I had them in here for quite a few years. They're all gone now. I don't see any of them, but I mean, we've had some hard freezes where it's literally frozen solid. Almost, except for the very bottom few inches. I've even put an aquarium heater in it to try to keep it thawed some. But I got a butterfly koi and this one. He's the only one I can really see right now. And there's some little ones in here. I could run some more water in here, get it kind of clear. The algae gets bad every year. I put some plants in it every now and then. But overall, it looks about like this. It looks pretty good. No big deal. These water lilies, they never die. They're great. They die down and they come back every year. They're in a big pot in here, the big basket. If you've seen the other video, it showed you the big basket I put it in. It's grown. It has roots all the way through it, and literally it's kind of made its own base of roots in the bottom of this, where it just kind of collects the dirt and makes its own root ball. It's kind of neat, but I try to keep it clean. It's a huge bullfrog in here too. He's right over here in this back corner. I'm not going to see him now. He's hiding. He was out a minute ago. But I like my little pond. It keeps things around. Luckily, nothing's come and tried to steal my fish. I was a little worried about that. We have possums and raccoons always around, and I thought maybe they would try to get my fish. But it's deep enough that they don't really mess with it. So here's the overall view. It still has that little run. I've got to keep it just right, or it honestly, it runs kind of backwards under the thing and causes it to start losing water again. But most of the time, I don't have any problems. So that's the update. Yeah, I put the rocks around it to to keep the fish in too. My brother has a little koi pond, and his fish would jump out when it rained too much. So this was kind of my solution to that. And it hides it. It makes the edge look better. So, all right, good luck with yours.